don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place, so far away. The silence fills my heart with empty space, but now I'm sure of where I'll go from here.
Shots into Tokyo, and Tokyo needs to. I don't think he knows the dangerous situation he is in, but he is able to spoil up, to sense it. Oh my god! The Kobe Biao got wrecked. Uh-oh, I think he is in deep trouble. Can't pull back, because if he pulls back, the ice ball will be ready to... Good evening everyone on the Asia server tonight. It's going to be an exciting night. We have a lot to offer. Let's actually not talk about the previous Skill Tournament formats. If you have no idea what's going on, just pause the stream and read at your own leisure. Because it's already the last previous Skill Tournament, it's not going to matter too much right now, but here are the number of cups each clan can earn, and this is the timeline. The top right hand corner will be the schedule, and tonight is going to be the second last day for the previous Skill Tournament. Tomorrow will be last, but I have a feeling it's going to be decided, and tomorrow is merely going to be clans just training against one another. And for the autumn season, the overview is in the bottom left hand corner. As you can see, top 8 will go to the professionals tournament, where we played in the double round robin series. Challengers we played by the 9 to 16 placing team, and the lower echelon championship we played by the 17th to the 32nd ranked team. My top 8 guesses as follows: Feast, GB, Ho, ID, E7RN, HLV and EA, and this looks like to be the final top 8 we are going to be seeing tonight. And Laos is going to be fighting with EA for that last spot. Who is going to take that spot, we will find out soon. Although I'm not impressed by EA's performance at all last time. Hopefully this will change. We might meet them. Well, actually we won't. We'll meet them. We probably would meet them tomorrow. And let's go to the lounge. And here we are. This the leaderboard. As you can see, currently top 8 E7RN, Feast, Ho, IDGB, HLV, and EA. Both E7RN are mathematically through to the professionals tournament. And we also have top 16 already decided. Salmon is above King because they have higher clan performance rating. And it's really between Laos and also EA tonight. NQE7 could slip in, but they have to do really well tomorrow. So I do find that a small possibility, a pretty tiny possibility. I don't really see that happening. I think the best chance will be Laos. Currently, NQE7 is below EA by more than 2,000 cups. So it's more likely that NQE7 is out of top 8 contention tonight than to still to be in the top 8 in the end. I do find that more of a possibility instead. So we still have a lot of time left, so let's look at the groups. Group 3 we have Ho, Feast and EA. It's a big mashup, but I do see any of the two clans through, but it's going to be really hard for EA. I don't think EA would qualify here. I do think Ho and Fees has the best chance. Der also would have trouble, but they could still qualify. Group 1 we have ID, NQV7, Laos and E7. Also another difficult group for Laos, but they have beaten ID before, so it's going to be interesting. But NQV7 is also another tough opponent, so potentially our stream could end very early, but we will see. Group 2 we have RN, IV, HLV and GV. It is going to be a big fight between RN, HLV and GV. That being said though, HLV might be in a bit of trouble, but they are comfortably in the top 8 because they are leading Laos by more than 1,200 cups. So basically Laos just have to do exceptionally well tomorrow in order to overcome HLV. And then group 3 we know what's going on, and actually we'll look at the results for yesterday on the Asia server, which we haven't stayed behind to follow. Well, let's go for group 1 here as we just activate this one. Group 1, we have E7 and RM through, pretty much dominating this group, and E7 and RN are very closely matched. Now we're actually seeing the fatigue of E7 here as they start to lose some games here, but that doesn't really matter. It's still a pretty impressive run in the Pro Skill tournament, but it's going to be much more important for the professionals tournament, where it's going to be even more tiring, and it's a double round robin series, so it's going to be excruciating, and it's going to test E7's stamina. But they are very experienced, so they know so they are capable of achieving lots of stuff here. Group 2 we have GV and NQE7 through. As we followed King yesterday, they couldn't beat GV. They couldn't take their revenge and knock GV out of top 8, and they lost to GV 0-2, which is pretty convincing with GV there. King couldn't quite make it, and they couldn't make it to the top 16 either. As for Calm, they went close to GB, but they lost to King. Especially the second game was quite a dominant performance by King, but first it was scrappy, and they couldn't get a point from that. And then we have Group 3. Dur and HLV are through, and Quint made a run. Had a go on that and almost beat Dur, and in the end it didn't. So it's going to be HLV and Dur through to today. And Group 4 we have Feast and EA. Salmon gained a win against Feast, a match win against Feast, and put them high in the climb performance rating. And as you can see, Salmon in the end got top 16, and they are going to be in the 16th place in the end, which is going to be the first time since for a lot of seasons. Salmon has been the Whipper Boys, but now they have finally stepped foot onto the top 16, and in quite a competitive season as well. But also thanks to ECG for not playing the last two previous skill tournaments, and King slipping up against Champ, which I think King would definitely regret losing to. And then you have G4, and also you also have G4, which is not bad at all, and Calm also been training for this too. And Group 5 we have Ivy and Ho. Ivy beating Ho twice, 2-1. 9V unfortunately couldn't qualify, and their top 8 hopes are over. Almost Ho got knocked out of top 8, but in the end they qualified, so they are going to be quite safe now. Group 6 we have ID and Laos. IVT beat Laos first time 2-0, so there is some issues going on with Laos at the moment, but hopefully tonight they will show up and do really well. And I believe room should be up in any moment, and these are all the groups. Yesterday there were only 24 teams there, which is quite a low number, and I mean only 5 pop teams, so you can guess, you can really guess like the proof of skill tournament is not popular at all. Is to the pop teams, and not a lot of pop teams are bothering to participate. And here we are with Group 1. Interesting. ID, NQ, E7, Laos, and E7. It's going to make up a really good evening tonight. So the room is up. Now let's go in. E7 versus Laos. Black Goville. Here we are. Laos. It will be between Laos and also EA. Who will get top 8 in the end? Let's get more views. Let's see. This is going to be a tough fight, and tomorrow it's going to be for fun. Okay, so not for fun, just going to be relaxing a little bit. And EA and Laos. Alright, Laos, we have, we are seeing 5 quintuple M60s at the moment. Maybe enough to go for a smasher, but you can't take a smasher. It will grant a technical defeat immediately for your team, so don't take a tank other than tier 10. I do see some clans intentionally taking a tank outside of top 10, tier 10, in order to get a technical defeat. But that's not just oh, I mean, let's not use the stream to call someone out. But here we are. E7 currently with 3 tanks, 3 people showing up. I think more will show up soon. And Laos, they are waiting for 2 more people to show up. Seems Bax is going to spectate and call from the sidelines, which I don't recommend, because in the offline tournament, you cannot do that. You cannot do a Zoom call and lead from the sidelines. You can't do that at all. So good practice would be to lead while playing. I'm not sure if spectators are allowed during the professionals tournament. If they are not allowed, then you will have a problem as well. And Laos is some of them were from GV. And pretty much these players are EXO from winter season, which they try to use 100% win rate accounts, and they couldn't even get to top 16 in the end. So this time they've done a lot better. So they didn't have to rely on the 100% win rate accounts, and they're doing really good here. So I'm going to see what they're going to what they have to offer for this one. And E7 definitely they are looking a bit fatigued, and against Laos it's not going to be easy for them, but they are still a very strong team, and we will see what's going to happen here. E7 going with where GG potentially M60, Lucky Surprise Badger, and we're just going to wait for one more person to show up. So 1 more minute left to go. Both teams only have 6 players. We hope that both teams will get 7 players in the end. Otherwise, it will be an interesting 6 versus 6 match, which is not something that was to be expected. Bax is going to come in to play now. I think the 7th player probably might not show up. and E7 also got 7 players now. We are now seeing Laos going for potentially double 50Bs by Bax and also the horny Laotian. And then we have Green, Hu, and Athena in triple M6Os. Manila and the IS7, Rome, Vegas Light, and the E7 going with WoTB, Legacy, and someone else. And Google say good luck for today. Yes. Top 8 fight is on. Will Laos get an advantage against E7 here? Double 50Bs by Nuggets of Rise, Desert Rose, Legacy Temple, WoTB triple, M6Os, Tag Pro T22, and Milkshake in the 113. With that set up high sharp with E7, red team on the south spawn, Laos blue team on the north spawn. I think it's the wrong sequence. Let me just change that for a moment. And now should appear correctly. There we go. Brilliant. Elegant. E7 red team looking to go mostly to C, and Laos going for well, I'm not sure if they're going for C, but they're just hiding behind the buildings. They're just, you know, using the buildings as bait. Oh wow, someone forgot to bring any ammo. You're talking about Manila or Rome? I don't know, but this is not looking good at the moment here. Milkshake takes a double tap with Bax looking to put another shot into Milkshake. So that's actually a good start for Laos, but the hit points are actually neck and neck. Manila trying to go for B, and we're seeing B will be captured, but Laos has already dropped some more hit points with those 50Bs and M6Os. They're hesitating a little bit there, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea to push in because it's 4 versus 5. They are under a numerical disadvantage. Meanwhile, Rome is going to run away. And Athena is already dead, so it's now going to be a 7 versus 6, with Laos struggling really at the moment here. Green Meadow is on the drum reload, but he's actually isolating himself with Bax and also Horny, just not going in, just allowing Green Meadow to get us isolated. But I have to actually question why Green Meadow is going in like that. I don't think that was a good idea either. Laos trying to push on the other side, but I think that might be too late here. They killed off Tank Pro. They're looking to push onto Legacy now. And with Horny Laotian trying to hold there, I think that push from the middle came in way too late. And Manila just trying to bro against all these tanks. He's looking really strong at the moment here. Great shot into Legacy, but that won't change much, isn't it? C is going to be captured by Laos, but that really won't help in boosting the chances of Laos for winning. B will be captured by WoTB, and now it's going to be 6 versus 2. Looking at Rome. Rome is trying to spot more tanks, but he's actually really trapped, so I don't think he will survive long. Great shot into Nuggets and Fries. Great shot here to Rome, and Nuggets and Fries will kill off Rome, leaving the Horny Laotian the last person standing. And Desert Rose saying it's not their fault. So, and Hussein, give me a milkshake. Not the best start for Laos. No, I do believe they can do much better than that. It was way too slow in the middle. And that the corner fight wasn't really good at all. I do say that the M6Os and the 50Bs, I don't know, they should have gone in earlier, or maybe they should have gone to better positions because the buildings aren't really good. If you go out of the buildings, you will get spotted out in the open, so it's probably not the best idea. Probably too many tanks near the buildings. They should have sent more tanks near to the corner. I mean, E7 sent more tanks to the corner, and they're dominating that fight. We're now seeing E7 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Laos looking a bit lackluster at the moment. 3 tanks doing more than 2k. And we're now on to a second match on Black Goville. I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any rigging there, but Laos. I think it's just if someone forgot to take any ammo, then it's pretty much unintentional. I think unless all of them took no ammo, then it's a lot more sus. But we are seeing easy going with quintuple IS7 by way GG Tank Pro, Desert Rose, Legacy, and Legacy and Fries. Temple Bat Chat, Milkshake 1-3, Laos going for triple M60Os, double IS7 and AMX50B and Rome. This hopefully someone will take ammo. And we're going in. And here we go. This time I hope Laos is going to put up a fight. I mean, they're just probably not going to dwell on that way too long. The E7 red team on the north spawn going for C, and Laos blue team on the south spawn this time. Going somewhere different A and B with Rome getting spots up of the tanks of E7 crossing into C, but Rome think there was some kind of a lag. Couldn't connect, although it could have been an easy shot from Rome, but it couldn't connect. Oh, Rome betting, gambling on a shot there, but we'll have to be really careful. We're already taking a hit already. If I were Rome, I would actually just run away immediately because he's just stopped way out in the open, just trying to get shot by E7 and really, I think Rome can he run away from this one, and Laos is looking to get some support in, which is a good move. And E7 has to be really careful now. Laos, if they hesitate now, this is going to be another win for E7. And Laos are now hesitating. If I were them, actually I would push. But anyway, because they have a lot more tanks here, and E7 are now defending in a stratified formation, so it's definitely not looking good. But Laos already took a lot of hits at the beginning, so they have to do really well to pull tanks back with Rome already decked. Tank Pro was also dead. It's now 6 vs 6. Oh, Green Meadow got eviscerated already now. 4 tanks onto 2, Legacy and Nuggets and Fries. They're looking for Legacy here. And with Bex now dead, it's now 7 vs 4. Legacy looking quite low now. The IS7 now trying to reload, but it's taking some time for that to happen. Who's going to put shots into? No, it's a bounce, however, with Manila now dead. Legacy now also dead, and who also took a big hit from behind. I think Nuggets and Moosh is going to put shots in now. Horny Laotian is also killed, and that leaves now 2 tanks remaining for Laos. And I don't think that's an inspiring performance as well from Laos. Just very just a hesitation. Once again, near the spawn, cost him the game dearly. And E7 just cruising through to the next round pretty comfortably, and Laos will go to the lower bracket first round. Here we are, E7. Someone did only 7 damage, and it's quite a good number. I7 did 7 damage. That's so ASMR. Just to let that sink in for a moment here. But E7 with 5 tanks doing 1 and 2k, and Laos only 1 tank doing 1 and 2k. That's just not a good performance by Laos by any means. They have to do a lot better in the lower bracket first round. It's like King yesterday. They started off. They didn't start off well. And they kind of grew into the lower bracket, but Laos. I feel really worried about them. It's really not a top performance at the moment, and I think they could do better. And let's hope that he will do better, and we will go to the lower bracket first round soon. We're waiting on the results of NQE7 against ID. And they're still playing at the moment. Okay, and then looking at other matches here, RN has still playing against IV. With GB against HLV, it's still going to be GB playing at the moment. Group 3, we have Der. Oh, they lost to home 0-2. And as for Feast versus EA, they have beaten no one yet. They're still playing against EA. Okay, we are now getting more viewers. That's pretty good. Okay, so 34 votes so far. Hopefully, I'm going to end the poll now. 62% of you saying EA will get top 8. Only 38% of you saying Laos will get top 8. So here we go. We had a lot of ISM previously. So do we have more results coming in now? Let's go and take a look at Group 2, because we will have gotten room invite if the matches of ID versus NQV7 have finished. As for Group 2, we have RM versus IV, and they are still playing. Could go to the tiebreaker at this point. GV are still playing. Feast versus EA. They're still playing. Potentially all of them are going to go to a tiebreaker, which is going to be extraordinary. But I do see Laos just have to play a lot better now. I hope they can do it. I mean it's quite a journey coming from 25 initial rating points all the way at one point to around 59 rating points. I think twice your initial rating to get into top 8 actually in my power rating. Currently they're not in the top 8 in my power rating. It is actually EA that is more favorable at the moment. But as we wait for more results to come through. I don't think we are seeing any more results just yet. With Feast versus, all of them might go to a tiebreaker at this point. And we will wait until there is a prompt from the game. It's only me streaming tonight. I don't think Rolling Swarm is streaming. I think he has other commitments. As for tomorrow, as for tonight, I will also follow EU server, but I will follow Chai Raiders, which is going to be interesting. They will fight for top 16, so it's going to be a good watch. I have a feeling I put myself to follow Group 1, so there are only like 3 teams in Group 1, so I will follow through the bracket. But you will see all the matches of Chai Raiders, so don't worry about that. Hello, let me see. As we continue to wait. Okay. We got results. But Laos lost, ID. We don't have an invite. ID lost to NQE7 0-2, but we didn't have a room invite, so I suppose that we might not be able to watch that one, which I am very, very sorry. WoTB, I thought WoTB got it right last time yesterday, but they didn't get it right this time. Oh, sad. Really sad. NQ7 won ID 2-0, so it's going to be NQ7 versus E7. We might miss that. Group C, we have RN versus we have RN through 2-0. We have GB versus HLV, 2 still going on. Could go to a tiebreaker. Next, we have Group 3. We know Ho beats DUR, and Feast against EA. It ends to... I don't know. They're still playing at the moment, but no room invite. No room invite. So I'm sorry. No. Yes. No. No.
I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place.
No room invite.
So far away.
So we're following through record. We're not following. We're not following Laos at the moment.
Of where I'll go from here. And tensions rise.
So yeah, we don't know. We might see Laos knocked out without me streaming that. So I feel very. I feel sad. Oh, we don't see that. No.
And all the reasons that I cannot find.
Yeah, the room invite should have come up already. I haven't received, so yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's kind of misleading, but Laos would not be streamed at the moment, and well, because of that, we're just going to play some matches in randoms. Then while we wait patiently, I will play in Yaktiga once again. The Jin. Hopefully you're here. Maybe you would like to see this, but anyway, let's go in. Ooh, hello. You lost your mind. Just like Party Favors new song alongside Elohim. I like that song. I really like that new song. Okay, I mean, well, let's just unleash a lot of damage here. Hahaha. E50. Hello. Do you like being shot at from the back? And I would shoot you more. Right, I've lost the track. Well, that affects itself. Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, just need to adjust myself. Yeah, maybe a T110 full. Good, thank you. Ah, Hello, tortoise. Oh, let me move back then. Now that I don't need to take care of that. So, oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Bye. Next. Oh no. But you will be dead anyway. You can see your lower plate nicely. So I'm doing well. Good. I'm doing well in this one. Can I get a hit on the mouse though? Or maybe get a boost for me. E4 doesn't even bother want to get to boost me a little bit. But yeah. I'm afraid I might not get a hit there. And I will. Oops. Sorry. It's quite a good damage number. It's just like a supermarket price tax. Oh, like that. We're getting some more stuff, so that's good. I think we don't have all the results for just yet. Let me just generate the bracket once again, and then we will go through the matches we missed. HRV versus GB. Let's go. Okay, HRV won against GB 2-1. So HRV are through, and they're closer to securing a top 8 spot. Next we have Feast versus EA, and it's going to be Feast beating EA 2-1. EA doing a lot better now, I believe. And I can't wait to see them in the top 8 here, because certainly they can do much better than what we have seen from them so far. And Group 1, ID versus Laos. Do we have a result? No, not yet. We'll play more matches. And let's see, the next match is going to begin in 10 minutes. So I will play. Oh. Actually, you know what? I need that ×3 stuff. Or maybe not. Oh, I can actually research Yagaru and Bloody Cell by Yaktiga. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. I really enjoyed this tank. Bye. And oh, M6CO. I'll play that to get M6CO now. Should be close. This should be close. Sorry, you see me trying to, you know, seal club, but it's not seal clubbing. It's just me grinding tanks. So that is not seal clubbing. If you're grinding tanks, you're not seal clubbing with whatever tier you are. So I need to grind for M6 so I can be available to play for tournaments if I go back to the Asia server one day. So maybe E7 or Feast could pick me up. Don't know. Oh no. careful. I kind of dodged the bullet there. Could have been terrible. Ah, was a bounce. Let me just angle my tank up a little bit. Oh no, that was a miss. Did I hear a shot from the ARL? Well, that would be just going in then. Let's see if I can. Oh, that sucks. Oh, come on. Well, the armor's a lot better on Jackson now. That Jackson is playing correctly. Like, you're not trying to snipe. You should not snipe in that Jackson. Play like a medium tank, I would say. And should be doing fine. Oops. Sorry, looking back. Oh, come on, let me through. Let me through. Oh my gosh. Pudo. Oh, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve? You're just blocking me, and then you just die out in the open like that. I mean, what's your point? Oh my gosh. I play for the other team, by the way. Gosh. Oh, there you go. It's another win. That's got to be a nice one. Good. Oh, here we go. Room is up. I got. Am I close to? No, not yet. Not quite there yet. But I got 25 gold, so that's a lot of gold to behold. And NQ E7 versus E7, we missed a Laos versus ID, and we don't know the result of that yet. And this is going to be important. ID 2-0 against Laos. That means Laos will not be in the top 8 tonight, and EA are looking very close to securing a spot in the top 8 right now. NQE7, it's going to be all down to NQE7 whether they can secure a spot in top 8. This is going to be really difficult. But what to say they can't? I mean, if we look at the table look at the table here. Basically, NQE7, they're still a really big distance away from the 8th place. But if EA gets knocked out by Dur, things could get interesting. Things could get really interesting. But still, NQE7 has to do really well tonight and tomorrow. And that's all matters here. Actually, we will see the results of Dur versus EA. And they're still playing at the moment with GB versus IV, and they're still playing at the moment. So updating the leaderboard for you here. The new leaderboard is going to be as follows. I mean, if we go to that for a moment. Okay, so Asia server currently we have NQE7, the 10th place, but they're still a big distance away, around 1800 cups away from the 8th place. Laos, they got knocked out. They will finish in either 9th or 10th place after the previous skill tournament. We know Salmon is in the 16th spot, and it will depend also on Dur's performance tonight as well. Currently, we have we actually can announce some of we will see actually NQE7 where they could qualify here. If I get my calculator out here, I'm just going to do once again the maths looking at this. Okay, so 2,440 more cups that NQE7 could earn tonight. And we can safely say the top 7 of the Asia server are through to the professionals tournament. It remains only to be seen whether EA can get closer to that. And also we're seeing now, well, let's just go and take a look at this setup so far. Quadruple AM60Bs, double M60 and a mouse for E7 with 50B with NQE7, double AM60Bs, double I7, IS4, mouse and a Vickers light. So with top 7 of the Asia server through already to the professionals tournament, it's left to be seen whether EA could make it, or is it going to be NQE7? Right, so let's see about NQE7 versus E7 here. NQE7 closer than ever to secure a spot in the to secure a spot for tomorrow's games, and they have to do very well tomorrow too. And NQE7 red team on the north spawn. They're going for A at the moment with E7, looking to go for B, and a bit on C as well. NQE7, Sweaty Shaft leading the charge, might get some spots up, might get Milkshake spotted and shots in. First shot in, and second shot, oh, Giga can't connect, but that's a great spot for Sweaty Shaft here, and it stopped. They stopped Legacy, Desert Rose and Milkshake from going anywhere further, and that stop could be very important for NQE7, and they can try to get a cap, but it seems E7 is just ignoring the C cap totally. The quadruple 50B is coming from behind. Oh, this is going to be extremely exciting. I mean, let's look at going back above. Giga took a hit, Fuyu also took a hit, but the 50Bs are spotted here, so that allows time for NQE7 to make a move now. They're trying to push onto the mouse. Desert Rose might be in trouble, but that's the only thing they can do at the moment. They can't really just go somewhere else pretty much, so I do understand they have to push the mouse. Not something they could do otherwise. Lancelot's getting absolutely pushed. Not sure why he hasn't run away already. And ready to get out by E7 forces Desert Rose down to 1 shot. And let me double check. Oh dear. I'm just going to update this. Wait for a moment. It's going to be it's going to be I hope it's going to be right. But let's look at this. We've missed for a brief moment, but NQE7 and E7, I think the scoreboard should look correct now. Oh, axiomatic rams into BAFK, but hit points are in favor of NQE7 at the moment. But what happened to BAFK here? Got pinged up for a moment, probably. But we are seeing Tag Pro getting taken out, so I don't know what's going on. Seems it's getting a little bit messy. E7 just Not what's AFK doing? I'm confused. What's happening there? Temple is now trying to push shots into Sweaty Shaft, but it seems there is some issues going on with BFK. Sweaty Shaft is now dead. We are seeing Money looking to kill onto Temple. Well, it's going to be a case. It's going to be a kill onto Temple with Fuyu now dead. And it's going to be 3 vs 3. It's going to be really close. And QE7 has a hip-hop point advantage with Nuggets and Fries now. One shot, it's killed as well. Axiomatic going for Legacy next, probably. Well, is it not? Flat and Furious. Great shot into Milkshake, and Legacy is going to go down to get Flat and Furious out of the way. And it's going to be the case. Yes, it's going to be the case. Now 2 vs 2. Despite what happened to be AFK on E7, that looks pretty sus for me. But anyway, double M6Os against Money and also Axiomatic. We are seeing what's going to happen here. And with NQ7 already having a cap, the M6O is just staying. I don't know, staying and. Okay, they're now moving up. Interesting. I have to see what's the plan for E7. They are just kind of figuring out what to do here. But NQE7, they have the mouse. They can bully the M6Os with their mouses. Just will Axiomatic land a shot onto Legacy. It is going to be a great shot and a track shot as well. But Legacy has already fixed the tracks. Milkshake is going to go up and put shots into Axiomatic potentially. Moneyger, yeah. Sorry. Milkshake going to put a shot into Axiomatic. It's bounced though. So Legacy and Milkshake's struggling to penetrate NQE7's armor. I mean, Axiomatic bounces a lot of shots off the M6Os. And Money just trying to push shots into Milkshake. And yeah, E7 just bouncing their shells at the moment. And NQE7, if it continues this way, NQE7 will get a win from caps because they have around 900 cap points of advantage. But oh, Milkshake, that was some poor driving there. Bumped into the Axiomatic. And Legacy is now killed, with Milkshake the last person standing, and Axiomatic will be taken out soon. It is going to be the case, with Money going to kill Milkshake. Finally, meaning it's going to be 1-0 for NQ E7. Very confusing match here. I'm not sure what's going on. But that has to be the most confusing match I've seen. NQ E7 4 tags sumo in 2K, and at E7, I'm not sure what happened to be AFK there. Yeah, just didn't shoot for a few seconds. Not sure if it was just ping issue or something else, but yeah, it looks very interesting display by E7. I'm not sure what to make of that, to be honest with you. But let's just focus on to the next one. NQ7 1-0 against E7. Hello Rhoda, how are you doing? And now we're seeing GB knocking out IB 2-0 with EA knocking out Der 2-1. EA is closer to securing a top 8 spot now. And with third knocked out. Let me just update this. And here we go, E7. This time taking a double T95 E6. double M60Os, double mouse, and the 50B, and QE7, double 50B, a mouse, double IS7, an IS4, and a Vickers Light. And we'll go into the second match on Mayan Ruins. And here we go, NQE7. Let's see what they have to offer here this time. About E7. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know if it's actually just them just having this just switching off for a brief moment. They have more hit points though. It's going to be interesting. But I don't know what to think of this. I mean, especially when NQE7 and E7. Well, I mean, let's not go much more than that. With NQE7 red team going to the C area, E7 will be doing something similar. B and C it is that they're going for. Lancelot will get some spots for NQE7. Tempo is spotted. B AFK will be spotted as well. Great shot into Tempo. Milkshake might be looking to get C. And we are seeing Tank Pro going up. Might go for Flat and Furious here. Great shot there. C will be captured by Milkshake. Giga unable to reset C here. And we're seeing E7 just going for a defense setup because they have a cap. But then QE7 trying to push shots into E7. They've done it really nicely at the moment. And they are now pushing. They're pushing their lineup. And E7 are actually in awkward positions. But they have the mouse to prevent the tanks on the land bridge to get swarmed from behind. And now we're going to be seeing E7 hustling a little bit. Going to go to make a push onto the 50Bs. This can be a great push from E7 with Money going to be in deep trouble, looking to be killed very soon. It is going to be the first tank down. Next tank they're going for will be Sweaty Shaft, and this is such a well-timed push by E7 and QE7 looking to kill off Tank Pro next, and the mouse of and the tanks from the middle side have already moved in, but NQE7 lost 2 tanks already. B AFK is now down to a 1-shot and will be killed as well, and it's now going to be neck and neck with the hit points. Milkshake will be the next tank that NQE7 want to go for, and it will be the case. And NQE7 still has a slight hit point pool lead. Fuyu a 1-shot at the moment, but Tempo is the next tank that NQE7 wants to go for. Tempo is now the last. It's going to be a 1-shot, but Fuyu is killed. 4 versus 3. NQE7 looking good now, and we're seeing Lancelot now down to a 1-shot, and it will be Giga looking to kill off Legacy, and 3 versus 2 Axiomatic looking to put a shot into Desiros potentially, and it is going to be Axiomatic killed by Desiros, and it's now 2 versus 2, 2 really healthy heavies against 2 mouses. Well, they have no choice but to focus the mouse, however. And they're looking for Lucky's and Fries, and C will be captured by E7. This is a better performance by E7, but I mean the push was good, but I believe it could have happened earlier. I mean, NQE7 tripped away some hit points already from E7 at the start. For their hesitation with Desiros now dead, great stuff by Giga, but can he go up this ramp? Oh, he can. Yes, he can squeeze through like an octopus. And we are now seeing Lucky's and Fries down to the last person for E7, and that will send NQE7 through to the 3rd day. And it's going to be case. It's a bounce from Flat and Furious, and Giga will be doing bouncing as well. Oh dear, NQE7 with Flat and Furious killing off Nuggies and Fries. Someone saying your mom, but it's going to be a nice one here. Marcos coaching. E7 will be meeting ID in the lower bracket final, and we'll have a look at this in short time. Kampen in leading ID. It's going to be interesting. ID versus E7. Both teams are already through to top 8, so doesn't matter which team will go through or not. For tomorrow, they are already in the top 8, so it doesn't really matter if it's going to be ID or if it's going to be E7 winning here. And let's look at Group 2. Group 2 with ARWV versus ARWV. No. And I think it's just... And also it's poor taste, to be honest with you. Ho lost to Feast, and they will play against EA next. And this is going to be important. That will also decide whether EA are through or not. It's really in the hands of EA right now. Well, let's also do the calculation as we speak, and also update the leaderboard. Okay, so we know NQE7 are through. Let's get it sorted. NQ7 are through. RN not through yet. Let me just mark it down. Feast are through with EA and also GB through. Where are you, GB? Okay, so this is going to be the leaderboard now. Okay, so currently NQ7 currently can earn 2,208 more cups. So for them to overtake EA, considering EA lost to considering EA didn't qualify for tomorrow, then they have to at least finish in the... Let me sign up here. They at least have to finish in the first place tomorrow. So NQE7 has to beat all the clans for tomorrow and finish in the top 1. Finish at number 1 tomorrow in order to get into top 8. That will be mission impossible pretty much. But we will see. And that's for EA if they qualify already for tomorrow. And that's oops, sorry, it should be no, I have to do the calculation once again. Yes, yeah, they have to finish in first place at least. Okay. Or not, maybe. Well, let me. No, they don't have to finish first. They have to finish at least second. They have to finish at least second in order to qualify to the top 8 and first tonight. If they finish second tonight, then they have to finish at least first tomorrow. If they finish first tonight, they can finish at least second tomorrow. They have to go to the finals. They can't go to the match for third place. And oh yeah, BAFK crashed, which looks very interesting. Yeah. It looks like a crash, or maybe just terrible ping spike. Oh, not something you could do about that. But if actually... And let's do the maps also. If EA are through, we'll go to this very soon. Go into the match very soon. If EA qualifies tomorrow, no. If EA qualifies tomorrow, EA are through to the top 8. So whatever happens to EA, if EA wins against the clan I forgot, Ho. If EA wins against Ho, let me change to that as well. EA are going to be through to the professionals tournament. Spartan Sword in the biggest line. Great shot into Tank Pro. And so far, it's going to be close. Van Persie. I mean, looking at the lineup here, we're on Camp Steer. Double 50Bs, quadruple M60Os, a Vickers Light, E7, double M60O, a T22 and T95 E6, a Vickers Light, double 50Bs. So we're seeing E7 going quite separately. They're looking to prevent ID from getting any cap at all. ID can they reset A? So that's a big question here. If they can reset A, it will not go really campy, but no, they can't reset A. It is way too late. Oh, Spartan Sword took a lot of hits. ID got punished heavily for trying to reset A and also Campen. What happened there? E7 just put a lot of shells onto Campen and now down to 522. Probably not a great start for ID at all, but they have done a lot of damage to Milkshake here. And Spartan Sword is now trying to run away and going to dive into the river. It looks really strong for E7 at the moment. ID bled a lot. Campen's now finally dead. With Van Persie now down to one shot here. And game is going to be quite low as well. Great shot into Van Persie, and we're seeing game now going to go down to Nuggets and Fries, leaving 4 versus 6 at the moment. Legacy also very low. Spartan Sword will be finishing Legacy off. And it's now Spartan Sword, the next tank down potentially for where GG. No, it's going to be Desert Rose getting the kill here. Lanny is going to be the next focus for E7, and we're seeing where GG looking for LDS instead. And look at that. A lot of shots going into LDS. It'll be taken out by where GG, leaving now Lanny looking to shut down Nuggets and Fries. And it's going to be the case. Fresh Lemonade now down to a one shot. And it's going to be a one shot now. It's going to be a case. Lanny, last person standing. Oof. Oh yeah, there are multiple Sagittarius. The most common one is the one in RN. So there we go. E7 1-0 against Team ID, with ID 3 tanks doing more than 2k and E7 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and E7 looking very strong at the moment. ID looking quite off here, and doesn't matter if ID doesn't qualify tomorrow. It doesn't really matter here. What matters more is really whether EA can qualify for tomorrow, and I think AQE7 will be praying that EA are not through tomorrow. And we are now seeing this time ID versus E7. ID going for double 50Bs by Game and Lanny, double M60O by Campen and Van Persie, double Vickers Light by Fresh Lemonade and Spartan Sword, and LDS in the IS7. Going for E7, we have quadruple IS7 by WoTB, Milkshake, Temple and Legacy, double 50Bs by Desert Rose and Legacy and Fries, with Temple in the STP1. And BAFK, I think E7 would not want to risk him getting disconnected once again, so we'll be on the spot subs bench. Ideally, we have Objects 907 and Turbo Driver on the and also Onyu on the subs bench, with Onyu not spectating here. With the next, with the 60 TPP the next meta, we don't know. We can only speculate. And here we are. Okay, ID versus E7. This like, can ID make a comeback here? They were quite off in the last match. They lost so many hit points. Although E7 also lost quite a few hit points at the start, but ID, they need to do better here. E7 looking very strong at the moment. We're now seeing ID red team going this time. It's kind of split. More towards B and C, and E7 actually committing most of the tanks to all. STB1 from Temple trying to push shots into B, but didn't quite connect. The Temple there might be going up to the church. And I don't think Mouse needs a buff. I think it's good as it is now. I think it was too many hit points previously. We're now going to be seeing Fresh Lemonade going for B, uncontested, and C, also uncontested by Campen. Oh, ID got 2 caps already, and E7 will be getting A, but they have to do a lot better. Oh, Lemonade ran away without having B captured. Maybe Temple put a shot in there, but I suppose it could have been ID getting even more cap points here, and E7 now within a kill away from flipping. So E7 suddenly, the pressure has been relieved, and they should feel really happy about this. I do think that E7 will not need to decide very quickly on what to do. They can at the moment now sit back and figure out how to reset, how to push onto ID. It's going to be 4 hit points, 4 cap points per second for ID. No, it's actually 4 cap points per 1.5 seconds. I don't think it's straightly like 4 cap points per second. I mean, we can do the maths. It's around 4 cap points per 2 seconds. So game took a hit. Well, thank you for subscribing, whoever it was. Tag Pro. It's going to get more spots up, but game also already took a big hit there. Has to be really careful. I'm just going to see up above. Let's do calculation. Considering, yeah, it's 2 cap points. It's 4 cap points per 2 seconds. Yeah, so it's a slow rise here. And we're seeing ID now making a rotation. E7 also making a rotation, so it's going to be ID going to make that rotation. It's going to kill off Tank Pro more quickly, or is it actually going to be E7 killing off Campen more quickly? It seems like it's going to be Campen going down first. Now down to 900, 565, 2-shot now, and E7 is going to get a kill from Milkshake. It is going to be the case. 7 versus 7, 6 versus 7 here. Tank Pro still really healthy up on top, brawling against another tank of ID, LDS it is, and with A and C also captured by E7, E7 leading by more than 4,000 hit points now. This is looking worse for wear for ID, and with Tag Pro now down to 1 shot. ID would pull one back, but they are also losing more and more hit points. Fresh Lemonade now very low, and Tag Pro will go down in any moment soon. B will be captured by C very soon as well. And that would mean E7 has 9 cap points per 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. If we do the maths here, 8 not 9, it's 12 cap points at one moment. Sorry, my math's not working out tonight. Lenny's now killed. Game trying to go in, but will be shut down by E7 forces. We don't see the caps now. It's not going to be too important. It's actually E7 looking very dominant here. With Game now killed as well. Fresh Lemonade down to one shot. We are seeing the choke point, and ID will not be able to work on that. Fresh Lemonade killed, and it's now 3 versus 6. And E7 will win by caps here. And E7 will be joining NQE7 in the grand final. Well done to E7, and 90 will be knocked out 0-2. And I can't platoon, sorry my friend. 3 tanks, no, only 1 tank doing more than 2k, and E7 3 tanks doing more than 2k, and the room is up. Great, the room is up. NQE7 versus E7 on Yukon. And we will see EA against Ho. They're still playing. It could go to a tiebreaker here now. GV versus HLV. They're still playing, so our matches could finish first. So with E7 through now, well, it doesn't really matter at this point. The top 7 are all through. ID are through. ID doesn't have to worry. NQ7 and E7 on Yukon. Pretty much what you're going to be seeing in this match, and also the matches tomorrow. Apart from maybe NQ7, depending on the results of EA, then it will be pretty much training matches throughout. So we'll follow this. E7 going with double M60 at Batchat, maybe triple I7. That's a rose in the 50p potentially. Oh yeah, no. NQ7 not ready just yet. Tank Pro changing into the mouse. Yeah, maps is still really good. End of story, yes. Although I can't really seem to get into that too well, because it's really slow. Okay, we are now seeing NQ7 ready up soon. That's a rose, still undecided in which tank they are going to be taking. We're now seeing GB and HLV. They're still playing. Ho and EA. Oh, EA knocked out Ho, now sending EA to the top 8, which means, unfortunately, NQE7 will not be in the top 8. Will not be in the top 8. Will not qualify for the professional tournament. And well done to EA. And they should feel really proud of that result. And they are now growing into the season. I think. Ho safely in the top 8 and NQE7. Whatever result it is tonight and tomorrow, it will not change the status quo of the top 8. The top 8 of the Asia server has been decided. It will be E7, HLV, GB, ID, Feast, Ho, EA, and also, well, I mean, have I got all the clans? E7, HLV, GB, ID, Feast, Ho, EA. I have to do it once again. E7RN, Feast, Ho, ID, GB, HLV, and EA. God, I forgot RN for some unknown reasons, but Yukon. And it's kind of relatively heavy. It's a relatively heavy map. We're seeing most of the action happening around the northeastern area, and it's relatively flat right there. So it's expected to see heavily armored tanks such as IS-7 and the Mountain and the IS-4, and also Clippers is not as favorable as some other maps, but it's in the meta nowadays. So it's now being taken pretty much on every single map. So, but we are not seeing a lot of these tanks here. So. Now we will see. Interesting stuff. NQE7 versus E7. Yeah, I agree with that Sagittarius is just complaining about the Nervo, which is pretty much unnoticeable, so. Desert Rose asks, saying, can we play some Among Us? It's us. Oh, they would go to play Among Us after this match, probably. But I mean, E7, vote kick. kick BAFK. Kick BAFK, yes. This is my call. B will be captured by Lancelot soon, and Temple will get C. And that will give NQE7 the cap lead here, and E7, oh, great shot into where GG, and with C captured now. Desert Rose took a hit here, and where GG looking to push shots into someone, into the 50Bs. Yes, more shots into the 50Bs, and it seems E7 is approaching this one well, and they are pressing NQE7 hard. They're continuing to press, and NQE7 are bleeding more and more hit points for that. Now with E7 going in, I don't know what's said there, but Milkshake is going to go in and looking at the tanks here. We're seeing NQE7 now struggling to hold. They still have a slight hit point, a slight cap advantage, but in terms of hit points, they don't have the advantage. So they have to play this one carefully, and it seems E7 looking to make a big push soon near the spawn. NQE7 is still holding, but there are a lot of bounces coming in. But then E7, they have to be decisive with that push. They're now going to go in. It could work, but they have to be really decisive though. They are putting back now. They are hesitating, and that could come back and bite them hard. Now that NQE7 is leading by E7 by more than 2,000 hit points. And almost 3,000 hit points. NQ7 has the advantage. Lancelot's coming from the back side. Might be going for A. And that will apply even more pressure for E7 right now. They have to kill the tanks out of the way. They're looking at Giga first. And Rage is going to go down very soon. Milkshake also really low. Giga is now down to one shot. And Legacy Fry is still reloading at the moment. Milkshake, great shot into Axiomatic. Milkshake's now dead. Giga is also dead. And Temple is also now down to one shot. And we're seeing Temple also getting killed here. Legacy looking to put a shot into Axiomatic, but it's a bounce sadly. Both Legacy and Desert Rose are dead. We're seeing Nuggets and Fries also dead now. NQE7 looking very strong with Tank Pro now the last person standing. E7, that push was very hesitant, and NQE7 bled enough hit points of E7. I mean, E7 when they are hesitating, they are not in good positions. They are in positions that NQE7 can put shots in, so that means E7 will be losing the first one. NQE7 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and E7 only 2 tanks doing more than 2k, and it's now 1-0 to NQE7 now. I'm not sure if NQE7 knows that they will not be able to be in the top 8 on the final day, but they are playing well here, and I have to commend them for that. It's not like some other clans in, let's say, spring season, where when they know they're not going to be in the top spring or winter season, I think, where they're not going to be in the top 8, they just don't show up, and do anything. But NQE7 is really trying to battle our hearts. Looking very strong. Last match was really good, but E7 I think looked pretty off there. I think they're just having fun at the moment. It doesn't really matter at this point, so I don't think we should take all the matches we are seeing here very seriously, and tomorrow as well. We're now seeing NQE7 going for double M60 by Fuyu and Giga, Lancelot, Vickers Light, double I7 by Sweaty Shaft and Flat, with Axiomatic Mouse and Blanks in the 50B, E7 going for double I7 by WoTB and Milkshake, Tag in the 50B, Desert Rose and Mouse, double Legacy, double M60 by Legacy and Nucky Surprise, Tempo in the back chat. Oh, Money's currently eating, I see. And we are now on to the second match, NQE7 versus E7. NQE7 will hopefully win our hearts tonight, and despite whatever happens tomorrow as well, NQE7 tonight have shown their capabilities as a top 8 team. Although they showed up a little bit too late, to be honest with you, because that kind of performance would have been really good, would have been exceptional in the last, would have been easily a top 8 performance here. And now red team, we see NQE7 going for C and D this time, and E7 going for B and potentially onto A here. Lancelot going for C finally, but E7 will get B first. So they will have the cap lead, but not E7. Lancelot will get C very soon, and it will be the case. E7 going for A with the tanks here, but we are now seeing NQE7 going for D now. But it's still going to be NQ7, E7 getting the cap lead. Oh, I mixed NQE7 with E7. Sorry. NQE7, the red team, got D, and they're now pushing in. They don't have the cap lead, but E7 has the cap lead with both A and B captured. And we are now seeing Tempo. Oh no! I think Tempo. Well, it has to run. Most of the forces of NQE7 Tempo will be like, oh dear, what have I done to suffer? And we'll be getting out of this. Taking a lot of hits. Sweaty Sharp also took some damage. So E7 actually didn't do too bad with Tempo that misplayed here. Got away with that pretty much. And it seems C might be captured by E7, and that will apply even more pressure for NQE7 now. They need to get the tanks out of the way, and E7 needs to defend well. Giga now looking for Legacy Fries. Legacy Fries in deep trouble with Axiomatic. Might be the tank that E7 wants to go for, but no. They're looking for the tanks that are pushing Lucky Fries temporarily. Hit pool still in favor of NQE7. They got B back, which means 1 kill, and that will flip the cap points back in favor of NQE7. Desert Rose is now dead. D will be captured by no one. Giga is also dead, and it's now going to be a 6 versus 6. But hit points in huge favor for NQE7 at the moment. Sweaty Sharp is going to go down, and it is going to be the case 5 versus 6. Tempo is still quite low. But hit points in huge favor for NQE7 still. Tempo and Tempo both dead. NQE7 now has the tank advantage. And for your great shot into Milkshake. And it's now going to be a one shot now with Blanks taking a big hit. Milkshake is finally dead, and Blanks now down to a one shot. Legacy will kill off Blanks, leaving 2 tanks remaining for E7. I mean, this is actually a great game fight. NQ7 doing really well here. I think they pressed hard, pressed really well, and E7 they got a little bit careless. I'm not sure if it's careless, just they lost concentration pretty much, and NQE7 will be winning 2-0 here, and that scoreline will not send NQE7 will send NQE7 closer to the top 8, but will not be able to get to top 8. And NQE7 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and E7 3 tanks doing more than 2k. So here we are, NQE7 2-0 against E7, and they have beaten E7 twice, and they will earn a lot of rating points tonight, so that possibly send them to the top 8 in the power rating now. Great job to NQE7, and that's for other groups. We are seeing GB versus HLV. They have beaten HLV 2-1. And that's for RN. They have beaten HLV 2-1 as well. HLV are out. And finally, Group 3, Feast and EA are still playing. And if we update the leaderboard now, let's find out. Arena through E7 will be in the second place tonight. GB through also for tomorrow as well. NQE7 will be getting the first place tonight. HLV are out, IVF are out, ID are out as well, Laos out. Okay, it's not going to change much. Currently, the leaderboard, we are seeing Asia server. Top 8 are already decided. NQE7 will be finishing first place tonight, but they are certainly out of contention for tomorrow. Laos will still be in a ninth place. Can NQE7 overtake Laos tomorrow? They will. I mean, whatever happens, I mean, they will face either IVT or Salmon in the middle echelon championship. So, looking at the format for the middle echelon for the Challengers tournament, I'm going to see. The format, I just have to have a better idea here. Not sure what the format of the Challengers tournament would be. It says group stage, first to the fourth place. I assume it's double elimination. Both stages double elimination. 2 stage double elimination here, and we don't know about the seeding. Right. RN still playing against GB, obviously, and Feast against EA. They're still playing. Once again, let me just double check with the maths now that both EA and NK7 are through to tomorrow. Provided that EA will finish second tonight, it will be whatever happens tomorrow. NQ7 will not overtake EA, and I can double check and confirm that is the case. So very sorry to NQ7, but hopefully tomorrow you have some fun, and hopefully that will prepare you well for the middle echelon championship. NQ7 will definitely be favorites. I would say Laos as well, but Der and 9B are also not far behind too. Alright, so let's also double check if we are going to be seeing any more results coming through. For tonight, RN and GB still happening. Feast versus EA. Oh, Feast 2-1 against EA, and EA still through to tomorrow, but they lost to Feast. So Feast, we get some more cups, and while we wait, I'm going to play some more matches in randoms, and to use the ×3 booster, I'm going to play some M6 and get the tier 7 tank and probably buy it. I have enough credits for T62A. It's one of my most favorite. It's one of my most favorite. It's my most favorite tank in tier 10. And then I might have T110. Well, now that T125 is not going to be used a lot in tournaments, I will get M60. I have IS7, so that's good. So I can get the call. I will try my best to get IS4 as well. But let's see where I'm going to the other side then. Ooh, bye. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, this tank aim. Gosh. There, here we go. I swear this shot will go in. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh god, you're trying to perma-track me. Oh, thank god, it's not the case. Ah, now it hit. Oh gosh. Get out. Ooh, nice. Thank you for acting as a shield against the KB1S, but I will let others do that because I want my cap. Just joking, I don't need the cap. Oh, I thought I got the shots sooner here, but I did a kill steal. And here we are. Win 3 battles in a row, and I've done it. And yes, I have enough for this. Brilliant. And I need that. Beautiful. And sell my M6. I hate you. So bye. Great. Let me just equip that for a moment. Yes, and that's good. So, before we leave, we will take a look at also the match of RM versus GB and see how the result of that. As it stands, RN is ahead of GB in terms of in terms of the number of cups, but they're still playing. They're still playing. So it's going to be close. It's going to be a tiebreaker, I presume, and that bodes well for the professional tournaments. I think all the clans are really good. It's going to be really close. I do think like Ho and also EA could be a little bit behind the rest, but the others, I believe they should be very close in terms of the skill. I can't recall which clan would secure the top 4 in the end. You can make a case for all of them. Maybe not quite so. Maybe not quite so for Ho and EA. And if Anki7 has that kind of level, has that top 8 form for the entire season, the entire previous skill tournament season, then I think they should have the top 8 position. And but I digress. Let's actually play some more matches. Before we leave, what tank I should go for next? The FV301 looks pretty good, so I'll play some combat. So bear with me for that. And one more match, and we will find out the results of RM versus GB next, and we will end this stream there. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoy my gameplay, random gameplay. Oops. Oh, someone's trying to come from below. Annihilator, oh gosh. But this is not looking good. For anyone in particular, especially me. But not looking at me, so that's good. Oh dear, they're pushing in. That's not that we have enough people for that. Well, I can't. The pain is too much to handle. I can't drive properly. That. So they need to address the elephant in the room. But let's see. We have more results. RN and GV. Okay, we have results. 2-0 for RN, and that's going to end everything for you tonight. Congratulations to RN, and as for GV, also congratulations to all the clan in the top 8 tonight. And tomorrow, fun stream. Just sit back and enjoy, and I just have some fun commentary. I mean, just simply carefree commentary. Just not going to get really serious. So make a few jokes here and there, and yes, and here we are. It's going to be and 30,000 comps. That's some really nice number here. And thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll see you on the E server, and we'll